What's up, you guys? Let's see what other fuckery is going on with the universe today. You know how, like, people call their readings, I don't know, like, certain things, like, I've seen, like, tarot after dark, or, like, the tea, the gist, something like that. I'm gonna start calling my readings the fuckeries, or what the fuck, I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, if you have any good ideas, let me know. I will really do that, but, you know, whatever. Alright, let's see what's going on in the universe. What else is going on in the collective? Thanks to the highest white light. What's the message? And thank you guys for being here, too. And thank you for all of your likes and subscribes and comments and support and everything. And for answering other people's questions, too. I really appreciate that, too. Sometimes I don't have an opportunity to be able to do that. And to be honest to you guys, sometimes I do these readings and I just channel messages. And sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't, but it's like, and this is for all of my channel friends out there too, like, you cannot remember everything. It will make you go insane. So don't try to remember everything. So I appreciate all of you for, you know, helping everybody else out too. So thank you. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands in the reverse position. And we've got the Five of Cups. I don't really like the Six of Wands in the reverse position, but I definitely feel like somebody is coming out of a cloud of depression, okay? It's like, somebody was trying to fuck you up, but they're not gonna, it's not gonna work. I've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse position as well, okay? Somebody's coming out of a fog of, like, depression, a fog of deep anxiety, a fog of restlessness is what I am hearing, restlessness, okay? Somebody needs to sleep more, okay? Somebody needs to get to sleep. Somebody needs to go for a run. Somebody needs to work out. I used to, man, so when I feel restless, there are a few things that I will do. Epsom salt baths are very, very helpful. Epsom salt helps to calm the nervous system. Or what I would do is I would put my running shoes on and I would walk or run for as long as I could until my legs could not move. And my only choice was to lay down or sit down. And then usually I would just fall right asleep. So I'm just saying, like, you know, be careful, don't injure yourself, you know what I mean? Like, don't, but, like, you know, yoga, deep breathing, I'm seeing, that will help as well. You know, all my cannabis friends out there, my cannabis queens and kings, cannabis, too, have an edible, or if you smoke, also, you know, have a fire, have a little fire, if you have like a little fire pit. Just go outside in nature. Chamomile tea, I'm also hearing. Chamomile tea is very good as well. I love chamomile tea before I go to bed. Sometimes I'll like put two tea bags in there as well to help me sleep. Mint tea in the morning helps a lot with nervous system. It has anti-inflammatory properties. So a lot of times, a lot of our anxiety comes from issues with the body. So anti-inflammatory. Cannabis also has anti-inflammatory properties as well. So hemp too, if you're not into, you know, cannabis. But hemp is great as well. See, yeah, I just said that you're walking away from a fog. Okay, Eight of Cups, and this actually has, I don't know, this kind of has the same energy as the last reading I did, so if this resonates, you might want to check that one out. Just look at the title, and if you feel like you should watch it, then watch the video that I did before this. But somebody was trying to fuck with you, and it's not going to happen, okay? The Eight of Cups is moving forward and moving away from things, fog, okay? Like moving away in the night, too. Three of Wands in the reverse position. The message that I'm receiving is you're coming home, okay? Out of a very negative presence that has been kind of commanding your life for a little while. Some dark magic, perhaps, okay? And this is how you guys know if you are in, and take what resonates, okay? But this is kind of like how you can tell if you have, I also pulled the Seven of Wands also, so I feel like you have a foot up on this now, okay? That's the message that I'm receiving. It's like, Six of Cups is my smear campaign card. I feel like somebody may have been throwing some word curses your way, you know, smear campaigning, but I feel like you have a leg up on it now. I feel like you're raising your frequency to a place where it's just not affecting you, but somebody does need to sleep more is the message that I'm receiving, and amethyst can also help with that as well. I do have that in my Etsy shop. I will leave a link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. Side note, most of the crystals I dug up and cleaned from my Etsy shop. I did all of the lapidary work and all of the metal work, so I'm very proud of all of that too. So, and if you want to help support the channel, that's one way that you can contribute. You could also make a donation too. I will leave my PayPal in the description box below. But, you know, so do whatever you feel called to do. But amethyst is very good and will help to sleep. Okay, now I need to get back to, yeah, so if you feel like you have been, it's like when a negative presence enters in, it feels like your body, your spirit is trying to tell you something through your body. It's trying to communicate through your body. Okay, so it feels like, it literally feels like there's a fog. Okay, it feels like anxiety sometimes. It can feel like just like confusion. It almost takes you out of your regular patterns. Okay, so I think that routines are incredibly important, you know, for light workers and light warriors and things like that. So you know, if you feel like you are in this sort of a fog, to help you kind of get out of it, you know, make a list of the things that you typically do during the day and just kind of help that, or use that to help you kind of get back on track with doing the things that you need to do on a regular basis, okay? It can also be pretty gratifying to write a list of things and then check things off of the list, okay? That can help to build our confidence in ourselves, okay? I know that just works for me, and that is also a really great practice with regards to getting your solar plexus back in alignment, okay? Making lists and checking them off. I just heard making a list, checking it twice. I don't know, maybe somebody's excited for Christmas. Think about happy things too. Think about good things. You know, but either way, dark magic can make you feel like you are being compelled to do things that you would not necessarily do. So that's why it's incredibly important to be self-aware and self-reflective, okay? So what you did is not necessarily, it's like, how do I explain it? It's like it will start off with doing just little things out of the ordinary, little things. So if you can be mindful of the little things that it has you doing out of the ordinary, almost compelling, it feels like you're being compelled to do things, okay? And you feel like you're not yourself. You feel like you're in a fog and you feel compelled to do things. And that's what it feels like, okay? And just being self-aware and self-regulating is incredibly important during those times, okay? And that's how you get yourself out of the fog. Anyways, I feel like somebody is getting out of the fog. That is exactly what's happening right here, right now. So let's keep pulling some cards, all right? Somebody does need to sleep. It's like somebody's afraid to sleep, okay? So again, amethyst, selenite is also really, really great to sleep with. Oh, I love sleeping with selenite. Like, it's fantastic, okay? Five of Swords. Selenite will help to raise your frequency while you're sleeping, and you'll have beautiful dreams, okay? It will, like, sleeping with selenite and amethyst both, like, it'll be divine. It'll be a divine nap or a divine rest, whatever, you know? Okay, so somebody who's basically trying to sabotage your awakening, okay, the spiritual awakening that you're coming through, this darkness that you're coming out of, about spirit. So I feel like you might feel like, I'm receiving another message too. I feel like somebody might feel like they have bad luck in love, but it's actually, and this is very specific. This is a very, very specific message. Okay, it's almost like somebody's impatient to find love, and they feel like they are unlucky in love. But the reason that you've had separation is it was because it wasn't the right one, or it wasn't the right time. Okay, that might be for a few different people. Okay, but the message that I'm receiving also, because I have the Three of Swords here in the reverse position with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position, okay? So I've also got the Two of Wands, but I definitely feel like there's some movement forward. And I am also hearing that somebody needs to travel out of their comfort zone. The Magician in the reverse position. So there's a trickster. Somebody who's fucking around here. A Karmic or something. The High Priestess. The High Priestess kind of landed... Well, the High Priestess kind of flew out and landed right over the Eight of Cups. Okay, remember the Eight of Cups is coming out of the fog, all right? It's walking away from something. And the High Priestess landed sideways, and it's almost like the message that I'm receiving here is that you know that this is happening, and you need to trust that this is happening. That's not even the message, but that's what I said. The message... You need to trust your intuition. It's like somebody's body and somebody's mind is making them do things. This sounds horrible. I don't even know how to explain it. Somebody is seeing themselves outside of themselves, all right? And you need to trust what you're seeing, okay? And somebody feels like their intuition is off, but it's not. That is the trickery that is trying to make you believe that, okay? Somebody needs to ground. Somebody is disappointed in themselves. Somebody needs some rose quartz. Okay? It's not you. It's a, okay, so we've got a narcissist in the family. All right, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. We've got the Emperor in the reverse position. Eight of Swords. This person is making you get stuck in your head. Okay, I would recommend that you take some space from this person at least until after Mercury retrograde. After Mercury goes direct, which is on the 22nd, and then there's like a short shadow period. All right? Probably, I don't remember how long the shadow periods usually last, but I would wait another week, okay, before you see this person in the family, because they're getting you caught in your head. And Mercury rules communication. And so a lot of, when it's retrograde, which means it just like looks like it's going backwards in the sky, a lot of like a communication and things like that kind of just go backwards, all right? So, and it will make us feel like we're not, like, it will make us feel like we're crazy, and it will make us feel like we're not intuitive, but if you can look at yourself objectively, and if you don't beat yourself up, you can actually use it as a tool to strengthen yourself when Mercury is not retrograde, okay? Just take what resonates. You know, and only do what you're comfortable with, you know, and use discernment and all of that. But that is mechanically what Mercury retrograde is here for, okay, and all of the retrograde planets. But Mercury retrograde is the big one. I know you guys know that. Yeah. Yeah, this is somebody who just kind of comes in and wants to have you kind of like support a false narrative about themselves. And it's in the false narrative that I'm hearing, it doesn't fit the truth, the true narrative. So that's why, but they're very manipulative in the way that they get you to agree to things. Oof. So it's like you don't even realize that you're agreeing to a false narrative, which makes you question your own truth, but your truth is right, okay? The message that I'm receiving is that this is incredibly important for you to understand this, because you are a channel and you have a purpose with your intuitive abilities, and so it is almost, the other message that I'm receiving, okay, this is going really deep, all right, the other message that I'm receiving is that this is a negative energy that is almost like compelling this person, okay, so there's a lot coming through, you guys, sorry. Let's pull some more cards. It's very important for you to stay away from this person. And, God, that one just came and went really quick, that message. I'm so sorry. We'll pull more cards and it'll come out again. I'm sure of it. That's usually how it works. What else, Spirit? Okay, if this person doesn't stop fucking with you, they're going to have a tower moment. Like a very serious tower moment, alright? And you know what's interesting about that is when it's our family, usually when they have a tower moment, that's when they will try to come in and they will try to avoid a tower moment by, like, being by you and near you. Because if you're near them, then Spirit won't make them have said tower moment, okay? So, but one way that you can protect yourself and almost in essence kind of protect them, sort of, I guess, I don't know, is by giving the two of you space, is what I'm hearing, okay? Ancestors, what else? I feel like it's a narcissistic family, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's a parent, but I also feel like somebody has like a straight up, like, it's like a narcissist. I just pulled the Empress card. Okay, it's definitely a narcissistic mother. Definitely. But I feel like there might be some people who don't even realize that, like, their entire family is kind of under this dark magic, we'll say, so to speak, but are narcissists. Okay. But I also feel like what I was saying too is that, like, I feel like you're in the Empress energy where you are accountable for, like, many souls, okay? So whether you're a channel, intuitive, you know what I mean? Like, that's who you are, and this is who you are meant to be. And Spirit, the message that I'm receiving is that Spirit needs you, and it could be male or female, the cards are not gender specific, is that Spirit needs you to be confident because this is a huge growth spurt that you need to come out on the other side of, all right? And you will. Because we have the Six of Wands with regards to the Ten of Cups, or clarifying the Ten of Cups in the reverse position, and they're not going to be successful with regards to that. Yeah, you are highly intuitive and highly empathic. Okay, I have the Queen of Cups here. You're very emotionally grounded too. Huh. Yeah. But the message that I'm receiving is that you might even be feeling like when this person comes in, you might even feel them, like feel like them after you are with them. And that is not good. So you want to create space because that's not who you are. Okay, you are somebody else, and right now you are figuring out who you are is actually the message that I'm receiving as well. Okay, they might even be trying to get in the way of your twin flame dynamic. Okay, but they're just creating a lot of conflict in your life, and they're making it seem like you're very difficult to work with, but you're not, is the message that I'm receiving. We've got the Four of Wands in the reverse position. This is a karmic. Okay, Temperance is, I mean, Temperance is Sagittarius energy, okay, but basically it's like you're a fucking angel and you are so protected, okay? The messages also have patience with yourself, okay? Just have patience with yourself. That's a higher vibrational, you know, emotional, or what am I saying? That's a higher frequency emotion. And so, like, shame or anything like that, those are low frequency emotions, and you don't want to do that, okay? You might be feeling some of their low frequency emotions, all right? Carnelian would be very helpful for you. Carnelian would be very helpful in that regard, okay? What else, Spirit? I don't feel like there are any other cards that want to come out. Woo! Hello, 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 hello. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Lovers in the reverse position. I feel like, I think I said this at the beginning, I feel like somebody has a twin flame coming in, okay? Somebody has their lover coming in. Damn! Somebody, okay, so you have a leg up on this situation, and somebody is looking at you and feeling your auric field and thinking, that's really sexy, I'm ready. That's what I'm hearing. So let's, we'll pull some more cards. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Fiery. Let's pull, let's pull from the mermaids. Let's see what the mermaids have to say. Okay, let's just, I think that we had a lot of really good messages. I think I might need to go smudge myself again, and then I'll be back. What messages do we have for the collective, please, ancestors of the highest white light? Awareness. I feel like you're building awareness. Oh! Ooh, that hurts. My head, something happened. Whoa! Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you are building awareness and you are taking space to yourself. That's what you're trying to do, but this narcissist keeps popping back in. So, or is trying to pop back in, okay? But you're doing a great job. You need to stay solitude. We've got the solitude card. Okay, we've got solitude and awareness. All right? I feel like you're doing a lot of self-reflecting. You're taking time to yourself, and this person knows that this is happening, or these family members who are low frequency know that this is happening, and that's why they keep trying to pop in, is because they don't want you to reach that next level, so to speak, okay? And mostly the reason that they don't want to do that is because that means that they need to step up too. You know what I mean? So whatever. But whatever. But we've also got the abundance card. So I definitely feel like you have some incoming abundance at the end of this. You know, this was a huge lesson, and I'm also hearing be patient for that. But okay, that makes sense. All right. So that message was for somebody. I feel like that was for most of you. But if you are not aware currently, you need to take some space, and you need to reflect, and you need to understand a little bit better and become more aware, which you will. I feel like you will, and you are. And that's going to make you, so strong. That's going to make you, I don't even know how to say it, but it's going to make you, big. I don't even know how to say it, y'all. I don't even know how to say it, but I'm just seeing what I'm seeing, okay? Trust the process. Okay, so we have trust. So just trust the process, all right? But definitely somebody needs to take some space for themselves. Maybe, travel somewhere. I don't know. I'm seeing, somebody outside, looking at the stars, I'm literally seeing somebody on, a hill of grass, looking at the stars. I don't know. And then I'm seeing somebody in the mountains looking at the stars. So if you have a place where you can go, where you can just be by yourself and just, do some self-reflecting, in a beautiful space, in a beautiful grounded space, I think that would be really good. So, all right. That is what I have. I hope that you guys are all doing really, really amazing. Thanks again for all of your likes and subscribes, and if you haven't already subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button and join the party, join the tribe. And yes, if you would like a personal reading, you can text me 616-485-3479, and we can set that up. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, and until next time, bye guys, bye bye.